What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mouth Breathers podcast. We're here with Season 3, Episode 5 of the Mouth Breathers. I'm your host, Morgan.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Xavier.
Boy.
This episode, good.
Well, it brings in, one of the top tier characters.
Yeah.
Top tier. One of the... come on.
The top tier.
Literally,
He
all
may
the memes.
be better than Billy.
Okay.
Dare I
He
say
is
it?
Billy. He is better than Billy.
Let's
Dare
back
I
it up.
say
a notch.
it?
He had
Okay.
one episode and he's already better than Billy. Like, he's a man. He's amazing.
Well, we'll get to him a little later.
Anyways, we're going to do the same thing like we always do. We're going to go storyline by storyline. And the first one, man, the storylines get so good this episode. We try to rank them based off importance and the coolest ones. And it was so hard this time because they're all starting to meld together and they all get better and better and they're all important basically.
Actually, I'll just say this episode makes our job a lot easier because we can just, once they all start getting connected, it's way easier just to keep up with what's happening.
Yeah.
Because when it starts with 7 or 8 storylines at the beginning, ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
But this episode is only 4.
So we're gonna start off with the Scoop Squad. It's I feel bad about starting off with this because their storyline's so
Scoop
good.
Troop.
I thought it was Scoops Ahoy.
I think it's really obvious none of us know the nicknames. Actually, I think Xavier does. What's the nickname?
Scoop,
It's Scoop Troop.
Scoop Troop.
Scoop Troop, Scoop Squad.
No, it's Scoop Troop
Scoop
is
Ahoy.
the actual one. That's the actual one. Scoop Troop is the actual one. Canon.
What?
It's
The
not
canonically,
canon. It's not canon.
they say Scoop Troop in later episodes.
Yeah?
They do?
Bet on it.
Well, we hadn't
Bet
got
on
there
me?
yet.
I'll bet.
He didn't get
Okay.
my High School Musical joke.
I didn't.
Anyways, the last episode left off with them in the elevator,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And it started going down.
Yeah. And it picks back up this episode with it
Going down.
Oh, we were close. We were so close. We were just
Almost.
off by a little bit. So the elevator's falling down. They're freaking out. And it finally gets down to the bottom. So they're stuck there, right? What are they?
Well, they can't open the door. They can't open the door.
Yeah, they can't open the door. So they're stuck there, and they're trying to find out a way out. And Dustin's like, "What if we climbed out?"
Dustin had to realize that it just went down for 3 minutes straight. And Dustin's like, "What if we climb out, guys? Okay, I'm telling you, this is a good idea. We can definitely make this climb."
Dude, has anybody rode Drop Zone at Carowinds before?
Yes.
Can you imagine what this elevator would be like?
It's 12 of those stacked onto each other.
Yeah, so Dustin gets out on top of the elevator and is just looking up, and
Dustin's like, "I don't think we're getting up, guys."
I don't...
Of course you're not getting up. I could have told you you're not getting up,
It
Dustin.
literally looks like it's a mile down. Just straight down.
And then Erica's freaking out because she has to be at her uncle's birthday party, and they're like,
Yeah,
and
Erica-
Steve's like, I don't care about your uncle's birthday party.
Yeah.
We're going to
Okay,
die.
guys, I'll just say this. Okay, Erica did not show the most intelligence this episode. She was like, "If I'm not on my uncle's birthday party, my parents are gonna kill you." And then everyone's like, "We're in a Russian base, you idiot." And then she's
cares?
trying to open a vat of acid. And she's like, "If I have to drink this, I will."
Yeah,
I
so...
was like,
Anyone could
you'll
look at
die.
that. Anyone could look at that and tell you, "You'll die if you drink that."
That was neon Nickelodeon slime. I'm like, you don't want to drink that. You don't
Don't
want to drink
drink that.
regular.
You don't know what they
Nickelodeon
make that
slime.
of. That's not PETA, OSHA approved. That's not good.
Mm-mm.
So anyways, they're forced to spend the night there. So the next morning, Steve is pissed. He's grumpy. He's trying to figure out a way out. And Dustin's like, "Why are you so mad? You just spent the night with Robin." And he was like, "We were just trying to talk about a way to, get out." And I was like, "Yeah, right."
Well, it's not free. And then, so what happens is they hear someone coming.
Yeah.
Footsteps.
Some officers of Russian law, and they.
It could be Americans for all we know.
They're definitely not American. You see them driving down. They're speaking Russian.
You racist, okay?
I know more than one language. Uncultured swine.
What's the other language you know?
Spanish.
Speak a whole paragraph in Spanish right now.
It's about to be some Spanish one basic shit
You can't.
"Hello, my name is... How are you?"
Hola, me llamo Connor. I can do
¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y tú? I can do it.
Jeez.
Okay, no. So they hear someone coming. They're like, hide. So everyone hides in there,
Yeah.
and then they do a daring escape and get out of there.
Yeah, but before that, they smell Steve's piss. Because he pisses off the elevator and they're speaking Russian, and they're like, "It smells like piss in here."
That
And
was
Steve's
pretty funny.
"Sup?"
And they escape. They get out of the elevator.
So
Just pissing everywhere.
Oh wait, another important side note. They actually break one of the vials,
Yeah.
and the green liquid in there is acid.
Yeah, it is
melts the
acid. So
floor.
if Erica would have drank it, she would have just died immediately.
I was cheering for Erica to drink it.
Okay, wow. You and this vendetta against Erica.
Sometimes you just.
I'm pretty sure Erica could beat you up. if she
Erica
was
and
here.
Max. Connor would like pay to see them die.
I don't like them very much. I'm sorry.
All right, this is in Connor.
You know
does not
why?
like women.
You know why? It's because they're strong, independent female characters, and Connor hates it.
That's not it, okay? Because I like Nancy, okay?
You just ragged on Nancy. You ragged on
I
Nancy
rag on
every
Nancy's
single episode.
I rag on Nancy's storyline. At least Nancy's a good character, okay? I like 11. I like Joyce, okay?
You know what you didn't like? The scene in Endgame where all the female characters were like flying through the air.
Yeah.
You hated it.
You hated
saw
it.
your face.
I watched him cringe.
That was me, definitely. I
did.
definitely didn't. I definitely hated that guy.
At one point, I saw him close his eyes. He wasn't even watching the screen.
You wouldn't.
Shut up. No, but okay. Legitimately, I have heard people be like, "How could Marvel do that?" Like,
Yeah, eat
There's-
yourself.
women on the TV. What?
Is
But
this
like,
the Golden Girls?
in
What
reality,
is
it's
this?
like every single scene in that movie is a bunch of guys. Okay, and like one scene with like a couple girls, and everyone freaks out.
Yeah.
I was just
The
like,
whole movie is just like the boys' club.
yeah, the whole
Well-
movie's a boys' club, and
well-
like we got one really cool scene with all the girls. It was great,
Yeah.
and then everyone's freaking out.
Well, they kill off Scarlett Johansson, and then it's like really a sausage fest because like
Yeah.
she's like the only one.
Well, they dusted all the other ones.
Got dusted.
Oh.
Yeah, they dusted like all of them except Captain Marvel. She was the best character. She was the strongest character in the movie.
Say best character? That's like
Not the best character,
let's
but
slow
the
down there now.
strongest.
You know, it's the girl from
Gamora?
no, Captain Marvel's the girl from 21 Jump Street.
She's in so many movies.
Yeah, she's
she's
in a
really
lot.
famous.
Is she really? Is she?
Yeah, she's a
Brie
big
Larson
actress.
won Best Actress like 3 years ago.
She's
In
in Scott
what?
Pilgrim versus the
in
World.
Room. That's actually a really good movie. I
She
really
was in
liked her
Scott
that.
Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Holy
she's in.
shit!
she's the-
How do you know that?
Yeah.
She was a heartthrob in that movie.
Oh wait, I also like Robin. There's another girl character that I like in the same storyline. Actually,
that.
I like
Merry
how he has
Christmas.
to prove himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
My Hawk can act. She's
She's Maya Hawke,
my Hawk.
not Robin. So, anyways, once the thing gets busted, they get out, and you know, as far as they went down in the elevator, that's exactly how far this hallway looks like they're in. It's just like it looks like it's 100 football fields.
Yep.
And Steve goes, "Hope you're all in shape because we got some walking to do." He goes,
Looking at you, roast beef.
he was like,
Pats Dustin's head.
"Yeah, why's it gotta be me? Why's it gotta be me, man?" I was.
Surprisingly, Dustin's not even chubby anymore. Really, he's just.
Well, he's been at camp, so you know he's been working out. He's been
Yeah.
outdoors.
Well, he had to impress Susie.
Yeah.
Susie, do you copy?
So what happens is they walk. Basically, they just spend a ton of time just walking down this hallway,
And they start talking about like what the slime is.
and they start talking about like,
the
could this
acid.
be connected to the Upside Down?
Yeah, do the Russians
You
know about the Upside
How
Down?
could they not figure out this is connected to the Upside Down? I don't know.
What else would they be doing in Hawkins? There's nothing
It makes no
except for the
sense.
Upside Down. Anyways, the walkie-talkie all of a sudden like starts picking up on that same Russian broadcast with the codes.
Yep.
Which means that they're close. That the broadcast is close because originally it wasn't picking up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they know about that broadcast? That it can reach the surface. So they
They're like,
decide
we gotta be close.
Yeah, they decide to try to find the comm room, the communications room for you guys that don't have fucking walkie-talkies. Okay, comm
Okay.
room.
I'm just gonna say it. When they get to like this place and it's like they see like all like the Russian soldiers like working and stuff. The Russian soldiers have to be the worst soldiers in the world, okay?
Yeah,
'Cause,
they
like,
are. America!
USA. But no, like being serious, okay? It's literally like a bunch of kids in like bright colored clothing, like just freely running
Yeah,
around
hiding behind a box.
Russian military base, and nobody notices. Like they're literally walking like 5 feet from them, and the people are just like
Yeah,
looking around. They're like, "Oh, it doesn't matter."
I
Like,
hate
no
this
one's
whole
here.
scene, okay? Because they're hiding behind this box, and Eric
They're-
goes, "That's the comm room." And Dustin, the only one with logical sense, like he's like, "What did you say?" He's like, "A bunch of wires and lights and stuff." And he was like, "That could be anything,
anything.
literally anything." And Robin goes, "I'm willing to take those chances." And I was like, "No, you're not. You're in a Russian base underground."
I'm like, literally everyone there has a gun except for you. You will get shot down.
No, you're not taking that chance. You're gonna stay down there for like a week, and you're gonna be like, "Okay, that is definitely the comm room,"
A
and then
week?
you're gonna go. You're gonna wait it out.
They're gonna catch you in a week. Also, you don't have enough water to survive a week.
Yeah, drink the acid.
Use your
Drink
mind,
your pee
okay?
like in water.
Anyways,
They break
so-
into the Russian comm room.
So Robin goes like total, like I'll take those chances, and then Steve's like turns into a coach. He's like, "We're gonna stay low, we're gonna drive, and we're gonna run into that room as fast as we can."
It's pretty intense. And they get in the comm room, and there's a Russian officer there.
He's
of
not
course.
friendly. He's not a friendly.
He's not a friendly man. And there's
Yeah.
a brawl. And surprise, Steve actually wins.
Steve wins his first fight.
And it is so over the top. This is why I hate the whole scene. So, like, they're like, I'll take those chances. So like, you know, like, oh, God, melodramatic. And then he gets in there, and he's fighting this guy, and you know Steve sucks at fighting, because he's gotten his ass beat every time. So
he did beat up a Demogorgon in season 1, okay?
Yeah, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. But when he knocks the guy out, he, like, throws up this, microphone.
It's a telephone.
It's a telephone. He, like, throws it up with one hand, catches it in the other, and then all in one motion hits the guy. And I'm like, this...
If he had dropped that telephone, he would have been absolutely screwed. Like,
yeah, he would have just been dead. He would have been
all
shot
I know
down.
is... The thing that gets me about the scene is, like, right after that, Dustin just screams at the top of his lungs. He's just like, you won your first fight! And I'm just like, Dustin, you are in a Russian military base. What are you doing right now?
You know what I will say? They make up for the melodramatic, like, fight scenes and stuff and, like, this whole Russian base thing later on. Because it's, like, it just totally goes in a whole opposite direction. So after they win the fight, they're looking around and stuff, and Robin goes up to this room where she sees this, like, glowing light. And we're starting to put 2 and 2 together, and it turns out to be the lab. The lab from the
first episode.
The first episode.
Well, it's a
the
different
opening
lab.
scene.
It's a different lab, but it's the same machine.
Yeah, same machine, and it's opening up the portal. Or it's like it's working on the portal.
Yeah, the portal's opening.
So,
but that's the whole scene. That's all
that's the end of the
all they
storyline.
have.
So now they know Scoop Troop, Scoop Squad, Scoop Ahoy. They know. they know.
Scoop Troop.
Yeah. Okay.
Scoop.
Well, fine. Scoop.
Just scoop.
The Scoops.
Just
Scoop.
Troop.
Oop.
Just Ahoy.
Scoop Hoop. Anyway, we're all dancing to the Scoop Hoop now. But they know that the portal's being worked on by the Russians, so leaves off on a cliffhanger.
Then it goes to our next storyline, which is Hopper and Joyce, and we see
Really
them,
the sexiest couple.
I mean,
They're not a couple.
Yeah, they're not a couple.
They're so a couple. It's so obvious.
It's just a couple buds, just a couple bros.
Yeah. They're just
who-
a couple of friends.
Yeah. They're checking out Hess Farm. They're trying to go there, investigate, see what's going on. And they hear a noise. And like the light bulb starts to flicker and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're walking around. And they're trying and then they lift the bed up. And they see...
Well, don't forget, like,
underground
Joyce drops that
bunker.
thing, and she sees, like, some lights on there, and that's what kind of tips them off.
Yeah, that's like the light
Yeah.
flickering.
Joyce is literally like an investigator.
Yeah, and it's one of the farms that that the Starcourt Mall had to get to build the
Yes.
mall. It's like
They-
all
They
connected.
purchased,
Yeah. So the mayor was, he wasn't looking out for him, but he was definitely hiding some stuff.
The mayor
The mayor's so shady.
is literally, like, the shadiest guy. I do not trust him. I never trust him all season, and I really like the scene
Great
where
character, though.
Hopper beat him up.
That's last episode.
I know,
Alright?
but you gotta admit that was like a cathartic scene almost. You know
I would
what I'm
say
talking about?
What does
Hopper gets-
cathartic mean, dude?
Hopper gets very
Like therapeutic.
violent this episode. He gets increasingly more violent throughout this season.
Badass too. Yeah.
Okay,
Wait. There's one part.
Yeah, we gotta
get
get to
to
it.
it. We gotta get to it. So they lift up the bed and they see it's like a little underground bunker or whatever.
and they see him.
And
The golden-
as they go down, the biker guy, the Russian Terminator, he starts pulling up to.
Well, they find the Russians in there first before he starts.
They find him in there, but as they're finding him, the Russian Terminator's pulling.
Yeah,
up,
he's
but
riding
they
up on
don't
his
know.
bike.
Yeah.
So you already know who it is.
Okay,
You hear
guys,
that bike.
So they find the Russian scientist, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We find 2 of them. One of them is a nobody that nobody cares about.
In
They're
the
both.
second
They're
one,
both
though.
nobodies. Let's be honest, okay?
No.
Shut your
The
mouth.
For
second
right
one,
now.
Shut your mouth.
One of the best characters in the whole show, Alexei.
Alexei.
Smirnoff.
Oh, I love him. I love
Alexei,
Alexei. He's
dude.
so good.
Yeah. So they tied up these Russian guys, and the Russian Terminator. Does he have a name?
Nobody knows his name.
Russian
He really-
Terminator. That's what we're
He's
calling him.
not really that good of an actor. Me and Morgan made the observation today.
He's really not that good of an actor.
But he's good at fight scenes, so and he's pretty
He's just, like,
intimidating.
big.
He does his job. He's the
Yeah.
Russian Terminator.
Russian Terminator literally just gets down there and they get in a fight.
They probably casted like a stuntman for that role. Let's be
They
honest.
get in a- okay, well they tie up the scientist and everything, and like they had like stuff his mouth or whatever, and so like when the Russian Terminator finds him, they're like, oh, they try like to warn him, but then Hopper he puts a gun to the back of the dude's head.
Oh,
Hopper should not have stood that close to that man. Okay, like
he had a gun to his head, dude. He was.
He had a gun to his head, and he's all like, it's like put your gun down or everything like that.
I'm not. He's like, you're a cop. You have rules. You won't
Exactly.
shoot me.
He has.
Really
so
good
he's like
Russian
kind of just
accent.
like intimidating him.
Yeah, Hopper was like, "I'll turn your head into a canoe, dude. Like, I'll blow your brains
It's
out."
like you want to rethink that, and then he starts counting to 3. And my thing is, when he gets to 3,
He does not shoot. No, he does shoot.
yeah,
he
he pulls the
shoots.
trigger.
But
Hop was gonna kill that guy.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, Hopper this season that might have been a little bit too much because even though he doesn't kill him because like the Russian dude he like dodges out of the way and starts beating the shit out of him, but I don't think they should have had him pull the trigger.
Oh, I
No,
think they do.
They definitely should have, okay? Because I'm sorry, okay?
know.
Think about it like this, okay? Think about it from Hopper's perspective, okay? There is a Russian Russian foreign agent with an AK-47, with a fully automatic AK-47 in the basement with you, and if you don't kill him, you can't arrest him. He's just gonna
my
just
thing
break
is,
out and
I've
kill
never
you.
seen the Hopper as the type of person that's gonna kill another guy. You know,
Dude,
I
Hopper
don't
literally
know.
spends like season after season like beating the shit out of people.
Yes, but not straight up taking their lives.
We've all seen the rest of the season. We all know what Hopper does later.
I
in the
know
season
I
in
know,
the
but
elevator.
that's what I'm saying. He gets increasingly more violent throughout this season. Like way
But here's
more.
the thing.
You
I
have
think
to.
he has to be violent. That's the thing. You know what I mean? If he didn't kill that guy, if he doesn't kill those guys, or like people, like then they're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
It's never a situation where he's like
I'm not saying
kill
that.
him like he doesn't have
I'm
to.
not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying I wasn't expecting it for his character.
It's like what Dustin said. This is a matter of national security. Okay?
Hopper's just looking out for the nation.
So, anyways, a huge fight scene breaks out, and this is where they make up for the melodramatic scene earlier. So they're fighting. Obviously, Hop's gun gets knocked out of his hand, and guess who grabs it? Joyce.
I
Joyce
love
grabs
this
it.
part. I love
They're
this
gonna
part
win the
of the
fight.
episode.
All she's gotta do is give a Hopper that gun, and you know what she does? She throws it right to the one guy that is trying to kill them, the Russian Terminator. It is like literally the definition of my mom trying to like throw me my keys outside. Like you ever like, Mom, throw me my keys over here. She like throws it in the yard, like 6
mile
yards to
away.
the
Okay,
right.
guys, I just have to say something before we continue, okay? Morgan's used the phrase melodramatic at least like 4 or 5 times this episode. You've used it completely wrong. You don't know what it means.
I couldn't think of a word
You just
to describe.
Oh, melodramatic means when they're being over emotional. She just overthrows a gun.
No, I said to make up for the
From the scene
melodramatic.
with Dustin,
Yeah, with Dustin and Robin and Steve earlier. That's
I
what
gotta say,
melodramatic.
it's comedic though. When that gun goes
It is.
straight.
Oh my
over
god, that was so
Hopper.
funny. She's like, Hopper, catch me. She like throws it at the wall.
And Hopper's like, what the fuck?
His face says it all. He's like, Are you kidding me? Are you
What the fuck?
serious right now?
He's like, I'm right here.
So
Okay.
he picks up the gun and starts shooting, and you're like, Joyce literally shit the bed. She
Yeah.
dropped the ball. She ruined the whole thing. So they're fighting, and he grabs Smirnoff. That's his name right now. He doesn't have a name. He's
We
like,
all
You're
know his
coming
name's
with
Alexei.
us.
Call him
Alexei,
Alexei.
how dare you.
Call him
I like
Alexei.
Smirnoff, though.
No, do not say Smirnoff. Alexei.
He was calling him Smirnoff because he's
Or you
Russian.
can also call him Jesus.
That's
one
why
of the
it's-
three.
Jesus.
One of the two.
Jesus, Alexei, or Smirnoff.
No, you can't call him Smirnoff. Jesus or Alexei. One of the two. I misspoke.
Jesus can turn water into Smirnoff.
I'll turn this water into Smirnoff.
Oh, that's a meme waiting to happen. So they get out. Joyce actually manages to do something right. She cranks up the car, drives off.
But then the car gets shot and starts smoking.
Yeah.
Biggest loss of the season.
Yeah. So
So
Poor
what
car.
happens next is they're driving. They like basically just like they get away, but their car breaks down the woods.
mhm.
They're trying to fix the car.
Joyce is
Car
like,
blows up.
yeah.
That's-
It's hilarious because Joyce is trying to talk to this guy
About the
who
magnets.
doesn't speak English, and she's like, Magneto on my fridge, icebox. They're falling off. Do you know what I'm talking about?
And Hopper is distressed at this point.
He's
He's like,
pissed,
what's
yeah.
happening? Okay, a lot of people give Hopper like a ton of shit this season for like yelling a ton, but honestly, like when you have like Russian agents with AK-47s hunting you down across the United States,
And you're trapped with Joyce.
and you're not when you're trapped with Joyce, but like in like you're trying to survive, it's a little bit stressful. Okay, anyone
it
would
was
be
just
stressed
one
out.
Russian.
Plus
One
his-
Russian. shit.
His
Well,
car's
it's
broke
basically
down.
it's basically Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay,
Yeah.
and she destroyed his and Joyce basically destroyed his car.
Here's a question: do you ever work on a car not angry?
I don't work on a car.
I never
so-
work on cars.
Have you ever seen a dad fix a car and just be happy? They're
No.
pissed.
What's a
No,
dad?
They're always
Father.
pissed.
If you haven't seen
Yeah,
Toy Story,
say it.
there's this really great scene where they like sabotage the car and like the dad like
Toy Story
gets-
what?
Toy Story 4, the new Toy Story.
I haven't seen it.
So there's this really...
don't
No,
spoil
it's
it.
not really a spoiler, okay? It's not really a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
Basically, what Maureen's covering his ears. Basically, what happens is, though, the toys, like, sabotage his car. And the dad, like, starts, like, he sees the car and he's like, and he sees it and he starts, like, freaking out. And the mom's like, okay, sonny, we gotta get away from your dad. He's gonna say
Go
some
play
bad
yourself.
words.
That was a good part.
That was a great
You
part.
done?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, I actually didn't hear a word of that.
It was really funny. Anyway, back to the episode, okay? We're gonna hop back. So basically, they need to get to Illinois because Hopper knows...
a guy.
He knows a guy,
He knows
that speaks Russian. And...
The one
Cindy-
guy near Hawkins that can speak Russian.
Yeah, and
What?
they're walking, and Joyce is like, "We need to get to Illinois. Are we gonna walk to Illinois?" Hopper's like, "Yeah, I think we'll get there by Friday." And he's like, "No, Joyce, we're not gonna walk to Illinois."
Well, they're just like bickering the whole way.
Yeah.
And then right in the middle of their argument, Alexei just takes off running.
What's
and
her jetting, dude?
Yeah, he
He's
just
gone.
turns
What
on
does
the
he see,
jets.
boys? What does he see?
She's like 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
An oasis in a desert.
I love the part and basically just like they chase him. They see the 7-Eleven, just cuts them like chugging Coke.
Yeah.
They just like chug.
You know what I realized? I was like, man, this is totally... Is this set in, what, the 70s, 80s?
Yeah.
Do you know how much sugar was in them Cokes? And they're just chugging it? I was like, oh, man, that's
That
a
was
lot
back
of
when
calories.
cocaine was in it.
Yeah, I know.
No wonder Hop was so amped up the next scene.
Hopper buys a carton of cigarettes. Literally,
Oh.
literally all they do in this scene is they buy cigarettes, Coca-Cola, magazines, and steal a car.
In a
That's the-
Slim Jim.
in a
You're
Slim
forgetting
Jim,
the
a Slim
Slim
Jim.
Jim. When I was a little kid, my elementary school was right beside a gas station. So whenever,
Yeah.
like, if my table in elementary school was really good, they used to take us to the gas station, like, right beside the elementary school. And I used to always get a Coke and a Slim Jim.
What?
It's a sweet story, right?
No.
Small town, dude. It was a family-owned gas station. Her name was Miss Balcom.
I do like family-owned gas stations.
What happened to
though.
What happened to the gas station?
She fell and broke her hip, and the gas station shut down.
What a wonderful story.
I loved that place. But
Because
now we have
whenever
gas
I think of
station.
family-owned gas stations, I only think of the one scene in like No Country for Old Men when he's like flipping the coin, like
Oh,
threatening the
God,
gas station
no.
employee. He's like, what do I have to lose? He's like, you're everything. And I'm like, chill.
I wonder if that ever happened
That's
in my
a good
town.
movie.
That is
That's
a
a
good movie.
wild movie.
That is a wild
movie.
ride. Okay.
So
You know, actually, the Russian guy kind of reminds me of who is it? Like, I'm forgetting the name. You know, the main bad guy.
I can't.
In No Country for Old Men.
Does he have? He's got a name.
Is it?
Mr. Coin.
It's like I can't remember.
Mr.
Kirov or something. I don't remember.
He's like Two-Face from Batman, but
He's
in
pretty
the West.
wild.
Well, anyways, after they buy the Slim Jims and the Cokes, like I used to do,
They steal a
good
car.
times. They go out to the parking lot and they steal this random guy's car. He's a douche, anyways. His license plate said the Todd father. It was yeah. So
He was an ass.
they totally played off like
They
Alexei
just-
is a
then
child
there's-
murderer.
Yeah, and they just drive to Illinois.
Yeah, so they just drive to Illinois. So
They get to Illinois and they get there and they get to this guy's house and you don't know who it is, okay?
it's like really sketch, shitty looking.
And he's
place.
like, "Who are you? Who is this?" And they're like doing all
Look
this
into the
stuff.
camera.
Look in the camera, and then he comes out. I forget the guy's name. It's
Murray.
Murray, yeah.
It's Murray, right?
His name's Murray, yeah. It's like the reporter from last season in season 1.
The really
Or season
weird
2,
guy
season 2.
that like Nancy and Jonathan visited for a day.
Yeah, where
How
Nancy
was
and
the
Jonathan.
pullout?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
He
was
used that was such a
that was a bad scene. I gotta say it.
No, that whole storyline in season 2 was bad.
I did not like.
You
I did
didn't
not
like that
I didn't
scene?
like his character last season.
I like.
I didn't like his character last season.
I
either,
barely
actually.
liked his character this
this
season.
No, this season I thought he was way better.
I thought he was
better,
really
but compared to everyone else, not a favorite.
He's still not as good as he's still
Not a fan.
better than Erica and Max.
No,
Well, he's
Yes.
still a background character. Like he's just like
Just
literally
like
in the
Eric and
background.
Max.
that's where he deserves to be.
Well, anyways, so yeah, his whole season last year was like he thought Jonathan and Ace were in love. Like I don't know what his thing
They
is
were.
with
It's so
people being in
obvious.
love. It's like that's his thing. And as soon as they walk in, he's being super weird. He's like like body scanning Alexei for stuff, and Joyce and Hop start arguing again. He was like, "Can you take your lover's quarrel outside?" And he's like, "This? Like, lovers? Like, no, you have no freaking clue, buddy. We're not together. And I'm like, man, what is it with this guy? And just like thinking,
okay,
every
no,
guy
it is
and girl.
so obvious that they like each other. Okay, it's like he's making like blatantly obvious like observations, and everyone's like, oh, he's a love genius. No, okay, it's so obvious that Nancy and Jonathan like each other. It's so obvious that
the whole
Joyce
thing
and
is
Jonathan
the
like
whole
each
thing
other.
is that he just says what everyone's thinking. That's it. That's his whole character. He just says what everyone's thinking.
Okay, wait,
Like the audience, like
Yeah.
with the. I actually like that. That's an interesting
Yeah.
take.
Thank you.
It just
I
ends
took
with-
film class.
Shut up.
So we all took film class.
We all took intro to film. We all took intro to film,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I watched this one movie,
and I got a B+ in it.
You're so stupid. How'd you?
I cannot make this up. I did not do any of the homework. None of it.
The homework is just watching.
Zeros on all the homework.
The homework is just watch a movie, write an essay on
You
it.
write
Not
a
even the
one-page
paper.
paper. You're like, I like this movie. She was a good character.
No, my professor was
Yeah.
different. She really sucked, so I just didn't do any of the homework. I still got a B+, so I graduated. I got my diploma.
Anyway, so they're just being.
It just ends with
super
Joyce
weird.
yelling, right?
Yeah. So Joyce like really loses her shit because Murray's
Everyone's
being
yelling at her
yeah.
all day.
Yeah, everybody's been yelling at her all day. Murray's being weird, and she's like, "We brought you this guy who's like, a national security threat. You're the only guy that speaks Russian. So like, this is where we're at. Like, stop being weird and let's figure out what he's getting up to."
Mm-hmm.
And he listens. The stubborn guy listens to Joyce.
Hey guys, what's new? The stubborn guy listens to Joyce. Name a more iconic duo, okay? Stubborn guys and listening to Joyce.
That's true.
Joyce doesn't know how to put her foot down. Right?
When Joyce puts her foot down, you're done, okay? Joyce will literally
Don't
kill you.
piss off Joyce. All right.
Joyce is the most dangerous character in the show. She is not afraid to take bodies. You thought Hopper was dangerous? Okay, wait till Joyce gets a gun. Okay, she will murder you. Okay,
Joyce is actually from the Upside Down. That's the big twist this season. Sorry.
Joyce
guys.
is the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
So
She's the dog.
oh my gosh, Joyce is the Demodog.
Pops a dim a dog, am I right?
Hey,
That Hawaiian t-shirt?
you
It sucks.
Are you,
Shut
do
up.
you
It
like
sucks.
it now? Do you
You're-
like it now?
Hey, you guys fell into it. I hate the Hawaii shirt.
I'm
You're
gonna
the
slap
worst.
this man.
I knew. I was
What
like,
is
I'm
your-
gonna get away with it, and I was
Morgan
like, no.
doesn't even know what a Hawaiian shirt is. He said, "I have a Hawaiian shirt." It's not even a Hawaiian shirt. There's no print on it. There's nothing. It's just a base pink.
In blue, they're bright colors.
A
Okay.
little bit of yellow.
I can't live like
Okay,
this.
whoa.
He doesn't even
Whoa
know.
now.
So the next scene is with Jonathan and Nancy. Next storyline we're gonna talk about Jonathan and
The
Nancy.
shortest storyline.
The
because
shortest
it
storyline.
merges into the
It
biggest
merges
storyline.
into-
You're welcome, guys. It finally happens. The storylines are starting to come together.
You're welcome, guys. Jonathan and Nancy storyline actually is interesting.
Have
this
some
episode.
meaning to it.
Yeah. It literally, the first scene is Jonathan wakes up.
Hey, without Jonathan and Nancy, we wouldn't have Miss Driscoll. All right, so there's one thing to be
Ah.
thankful for.
I was glad
Thank
Mr.
God
Driscoll
for
died.
Nancy and Jonathan. What?
I didn't like Mr. Driscoll.
Wow, another woman that Connor hates.
I
What
almost
a big
said.
surprise.
I almost said. I hope your grandma dies, but I was like, that's too far.
Don't say that to me. Listen, okay? I'm not saying Miss Driscoll is necessarily bad. It's just that all she does is like sit in a bed and scream and eat fertilizer. It's not
Her mouth is so round when she screams.
That
Can
was
we take
so
a moment?
funny when she's
Her
like,
mouth is so perfectly round.
Miss Driscoll. It looks like she has like a really big like the it's like the industrial sized cans of like raviolis.
Yep.
It looks like she's got one in her mouth. She's
Yep.
like, but there's nothing there. It's just she's like
When she started screaming, all I could think about was Patrick Starr when he's eating the cheeseburgers and he just opens up his mouth and sucks them all in.
That
That's
is
all
so
I
funny.
could think about.
Anyway, so what happens is Nancy calls Jonathan at like 5 a.m. and 5:45 something like that.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's like, Nancy, it's 5. It's so early. What do you want? You got me fired already. And then she's like, you gotta believe me. Miss Driscoll's
Yeah.
insane or something.
Nancy's
like
like
that.
at the hospital.
Yeah, Nancy's
Yeah.
at the hospital, and she's like, something's wrong. Miss Driscoll literally just looked like her mouth is a circle, so it was very
Yeah.
interesting.
So she's freaking out. She's like, "You won't believe what's going on, Miss Driscoll. Like, you gotta help me." And he's like,
she asked if Will's safe too.
Yeah. So and Jonathan's like, what are you doing? Like, you're so crazy. And she was like, "Is Will safe?" And he's like, "What? Why would he be in danger? What is going on?" And I was like, "You guys realize that you hadn't been watching like Rats eat fucking fertilizer for the last 3 days?
I'm
Something's
like,
going on."
literally, okay, like something's weird's going on. Like
Here's my question: when is Will not in danger?
Will's always in
Will's
danger.
like, I'm in danger. Will is a little bit of an annoying turd this episode. Still,
I thought you were gonna say a little bit of a bitch, but
some of that too. Will, okay, it's just Will is the worst of the kids. Will is worse than Max. I'll say that.
Yeah, so that's the end of their
I'm
storyline.
tired
Like
of you hating on the kids, all right?
No, I like most of the kids. I like 11. I like Lucas.
Don't say another character that you hate this whole episode.
I can do that.
Can you?
I can.
we're gonna talk about Will a
We're
lot.
gonna talk about Will and
Okay,
Max.
I'm gonna have to talk about how Will's being annoying. You guys are gonna admit Will's annoying this episode too, though.
Yeah, but we don't hate everybody.
It's not even
I
been a
don't
whole
hate
minute.
anybody. I'm just saying that I don't like some of the characters.
That's the end of their storyline on their own. So we're gonna go into the kids' storyline now. It kind of this one kind of blends in with the other one too. Can you stop coughing? We're recording, please. Can you have some?
I'm
etiquette?
sorry.
Let's just take it from the top.
Will you start the storyline
Hi,
over
welcome to the
again?
Mouth Breathers
Oh,
podcast.
no! I thought you were being serious, dude. I was like,
Okay.
Oh, no.
I gotta talk about this one part with the kids. Okay, when we first see them in like 11's like looking at Hopper.
Yeah.
Okay, and like she's like, they're in the woods. They're going to Illinois, and then she's like, she's with Will's mom, and Will's like, why is he with my mom? Like, Will like.
that's hilarious.
Like, first of all, 11's playing a dangerous game, spying on
Adults.
Hop and Nancy, like,
and Billy,
and Billy too. Yeah, 11 is playing a very dangerous game. Okay, and Will needs to open his eyes to realize that Hopper wants to bang his mother.
Another thing I thought about, I don't know if you guys remember this. So when 11 starts spying on them, and it goes black, and then everybody starts to fade out, other than Hopper. I literally thought I was watching
Endgame?
No, not Endgame. The one before it.
Infinity War?
Infinity War, where he snaps and everybody goes to dust. Because like it was like Alexei turns to dust and Joyce fades away, and I was like, "Holy shit, Thanos is back!" I was like freaking out,
He snapped so hard it went into Stranger Things.
dude.
Yes.
They write that in. Thanos like busts through the portal. He's like
It's a
in the
connected
upside down.
universe. Oh my god.
Oh my! I was like, it took that scene where he snapped was so emotionally hard on me. I literally it just took me back. I was like, holy shit, it's happening. Okay, never mind. This is Stranger
That is
Things.
such a lie.
He cried.
He
The man
cried.
cried.
He cried in Stranger Things.
I didn't cry, but
I
It's
chewed up a little
okay.
bit.
It's okay to cry.
I weeped.
It's not okay to weep. It's just keep it controlled.
like a
please.
tear.
Yeah.
You
Just
have one tear as a guy. That's all you have.
You have to save your tear.
Yeah, for like when your kid dies or something. Like
Yeah.
that's when you're allowed to cry.
What?
That's the only
That
time
is
you're
You
allowed
get one
to
a
cry.
lifetime.
You get one cry.
That was like the darkest thing he's ever brought up.
What? You get one cry. You better use it wisely.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna,
gonna waste it in game.
I'm gonna cry of
You
happiness when I move out.
You're never moving out, idiot.
You're living here for the rest of your life.
Uh-oh.
We're all living.
That's it.
together.
I'm using my
That's
cry
fine.
now.
This podcast is never gonna end
It's never ending. Anyway, though,
until 4 episodes.
back to children.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 episodes from now, it's actually ending. So, back to the kids. So, Max is cleaning up 11. 11 just got brutally choked out by Billy. I don't know how she's alive, really, but...
Yeah, or how she's talking.
Or she's... It really makes no logical sense, because Billy has, enough strength to, lift up, a barbell with, 200 pounds on it, and then, 11's also using her full force. And then he grabs her neck so hard, but somehow she's alive.
Yeah, her windpipes got crushed.
This show is so illogical.
But Max hits Mike with the hardest
Ma-
roast.
Max is roasting Mike. Okay, all scene. She's like, if she's like, how's your throat feeling? And she's like, it hurts a little bit when I talk. And then she's like, if you were Mike, your throat would be hurting a lot because he's blabbing on. And I was like, Mike just saved her life. Like, what? Why are you still bad mouthing the guy? Like, what more can he do?
It's
You got a
because
point.
at this point, they're still broken up. All right, she's playing the game. All right.
Do you not remember what she said? I dump your ass.
Exactly.
I dump your ass.
Exactly. He treat you like trash. He treat him like trash.
Okay, but he's made.
Like
I feel like Mike has. Okay, I'm sorry. At this point, I really feel like Mike has made it up to 11. Okay, what more can the guy do when he saves you from a man possessed by an otherworldly monster?
I don't know. Not be a liar.
Yeah.
He
Maybe
also-
don't
he
call her a
also-
species.
He also apologized for being a liar too.
Sorry. Once you say the lie, it's already out there.
Friends
Saying
don't
I'm
lie.
sorry for lying doesn't mean
Friends
that the lie
don't
never
lie.
happened.
That is true. Mike did say that.
I want you to move out. And I'm not lying because we're friends.
are we really friends if you're trying to get me to move out?
Yes.
I'm using my one cry.
I'll
I'll see you later.
Gosh, so they're just after Mike gets his whole life ended right there at the roast. They all come out and they're talking about the Mind Player.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like the scene where they're walking through the Russian lab and they just start like they always have these like brainstorm sessions where they just magically figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
They're like,
They work it out.
they were like, no, we got it out of Will last time, but he's still here. Like, we can't do this.
We have to
it's
kill
a
the mind
we have to
flayer.
kill the mind flayer, not just the piece.
They really I feel like the kids like really underestimate the monster this season. Like all season, they're like, we could just easily beat this monster. 11 has powers. Like the monster's just like constantly just wrecking them all season.
Yeah.
The
Like,
monster's also taking over like half of Hawkins.
yeah,
at
I
this
know,
point.
and they really don't seem to care that much.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're like
so I'm glad you bring that up because during this big brainstorm thing, Nancy and Jonathan actually are in it. So they get to hear about what Nancy and Jonathan have been going through, and they learn about Miss Driscoll, and they learn about the Billy and Miss Driscoll freak out at the same time. So that's how they put 2 and 2 together. That the mind flayer is flaying a lot of different people.
this is just silly because really the mind flayer is more like an elder brain.
Okay. Well,
What was
If you guys
that?
get the
The
D&D
dude-
reference,
the dude looked up the mind flayer one time, and he thinks he knows everything about it. All right?
I've done a
So-
lot of research on this.
All right. Wow, he has a D&D Beyond account.
Oh, call me crazy, guys.
Yeah,
We're
but-
starting a new podcast where we all play D&D together.
No, we're absolutely not. No, we're not.
We are.
We do not have the production value. We have one mic. We have one mic that we're sharing in the.
And we
All
only
you
have
need-
2 people
All
that
you
play
need is
D&D.
all you need is a mic and a dream.
No, you did a lot more. Sorry, your
We
dreams. You should have saved your 1 tier for that one because that dream's gonna be
Oh.
over.
We're doing this. We're
Yikes.
doing this.
We're not.
I'm trying
No,
to think of
we're
a really
not.
good pun for it, but I can't think of
What
one.
D&D?
You can't
pun?
even think of a D&D pun for our show. If you don't have a D&D pun, you can't have a D&D podcast.
Stranger.
Oh, I came up with it. I can't say it. I can't
Say
say
it,
it.
say it.
Don't
No,
say it.
I can't.
If you say it, the
I can't
podcast will
do
be
it.
alive. You can't do it.
I can't say it, dude.
What is it?
If I say it, you have to edit it out.
What is it? Say it.
Oh no, I can't.
Say
dude.
it.
It's so bad. It's
This
so
is all
bad.
getting edited out anyway. Just say it.
So, anyways, they put 2 and 2 together, and they decide to go to Tom Holloway's house, which is Heather's dad. And if you think
Nancy's
back,
boss.
yeah, Nancy's boss, Heather's dad,
And here they are committing.
his daughter's
breaking and
Billy's
entering again.
Yeah. So yeah, Elle uses her powers to get in the door. It's so cool. Her powers are so G this season. It's unreal.
I really feel like I love Eleven's powers. She does not use her powers effectively sometimes. Like she'll be like fighting like something and then she'll like slam into a wall like 6 times, wasting a ton of power.
You gotta
And
make it
then she'll
interesting.
just throw it out. Then she'll just throw it out a window.
Yeah.
Like just throw it out the window first of all.
I'm sorry. How good are you? Your mind powers? Oh yeah, you're not.
I really wish that I could throw someone out the window.
Yeah.
I really wish I could throw
Why don't
you
you
out
throw
the
yourself out the window?
Dude, this whole episode is a roast on each other. We are all giving each other hell.
window. It's a little fun though.
It's kind of fun.
It's
This
pretty
is
fun.
yeah.
So they see when they're inside of the house that there's a bunch of chemicals on the table, and the
Yeah.
kids are like
They see a
freaking
wine
out.
bottle like soaked in blood.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the episode. It's like they're like, what are they doing with all these chemicals? And they were like this doesn't make anything. And they were like, what did Mr. Clark say?
Scott Clark.
Scott Clark. What did he say? He said if you combine new chemicals, you get a new substance. And they were like, what are they doing? Making this substance inside their bodies?
My favorite part of the
Ding, ding,
episode
ding,
Ding
was
ding ding.
Yes.
Like
I really liked it when they found the chloroform and then like Nancy was like, "What is this?" And then she sniffed it and fainted. The
that'd be
comedic
hilarious.
timing was really good.
That'd be good. So they're just like, basically playing cop and investigating the whole house. They find the
Yeah.
wine bottle. They find
They do all these
chemicals,
flashbacks to
find
like what like them getting captured.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
it's everything we've seen already.
Yeah. So basically, they
Basically,
getting
they know
tied
what
up.
they know what happened. Basically,
Yeah. But during the house, they remember that Miss Driscoll is freaking out.
she's like, "Gotta go somewhere."
Yeah, she's like, I remember Miss Driscoll saying, I gotta go back. What if it's another one of the things where they just like magically remember what's going on and like what's gonna happen? They're like, what if it's happening in one place? What if that's the source? We gotta go find the source. How do we find the source?
Let Miss Driscoll out.
Well, Miss Driscoll wants to go back so bad. Why don't we just let her go?
Genius plan, dude.
That is probably the
Full
stupid.
forward.
That's
that is
like-
absolutely the dumbest plan they've come up with all season. Like, what were they thinking?
And
like,
you know who thought of it? Will. Fucking Will. It's like,
oh,
let's
wait.
let her go.
I really love the part when they all get in the car and then like they make Mike and Will sit in like the trunk. First of all, it really makes no sense for Mike to sit in the trunk. Why was Lucas sitting in the back seat when in Nancy's car? Use your mind. But He's
Lucas was sitting beside his girlfriend.
but Mike's Nancy's brother.
Do you think Nancy really cares that much that her
I don't know.
brother's
They
in the
hate
truck?
each other.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do
know. Okay,
not-
that is true. But I really love the part they're getting in the car and Mike's like, seriously, Will's like, welcome to my life. I was like, okay, let's just chill out, Will. Let's just calm down. You're right. You're not even riding in cars. You're riding bikes. Okay, you just didn't get to wear your wizard robe. Like,
Jesus.
Connor hates children.
They do.
I don't hate
I
my
said
just
they do.
hates
He
children.
does.
I'm a children hater.
You ever gonna have kids?
Yes.
How many?
Hope your kid turns out
10.
just like Will and Max, so you could just hate both of them.
Oh, I hope your kid pops out in a freaking purple robe, dude, and a hat on.
Oh no.
Straight out the womb, he's like,
Can we
"Let's
play D&D?"
Yes. I'm like, the doctor has a very concerned face. I'm like, what's wrong, doctor? And we're like, we're sorry. You've given your son is a Will, and he holds it up. It's literally just a miniature Will Byers in a wardrobe. He's like, D&D.
They're gonna be like, I'm gonna fill out the birth certificate now. He's gonna write Will the Wise like on the birth certificate. He's like, you don't have a choice here. He's at a purple road.
They're like, they sit you down. They're like, we really need to describe this condition to you. He's gonna be an annoying shit for his entire life.
He's just gonna bang his staff on the ground until he learns how to.
Every once in a while,
words.
he might grab the back of his neck, but just ignore him when he does it. Okay, it's not real. It's just his delusions.
Oh my god. So they go to the hospital to find Miss Driscoll.
Yep.
The Will the Wise got his plan. They go to the hospital. Not a good idea.
It's
Okay?
really, really a bad idea, actually.
So they go to the hospital, and the receptionist is like 2 visitors. So
So
Yeah,
Nancy-
because like all 15 of them are trying to go
So
to the hospital.
let's
at
just.
one time.
I just want to get this genius. This is the silliest part of the whole episode. Okay, they have 11 there. Okay, like incredibly strong mind powers. Okay, she should have gone up with Nancy or Jonathan. Okay, instead Nancy and Jonathan go up. Literally, like they could have brought 11.
But they're the oldest people. I kind of get it.
I get it, but
if
I
you're
also-
kids, you're gonna let the oldest people go.
I think it's pretty far established this season that if there's Nancy, it's gonna be Jonathan. All right,
Yeah.
it's those two.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Well, they are in love.
Well, I guess you could
They
kind
make
of
up. They make up at the elevator once they go.
Yeah, it was kind of sweet.
I really wasn't expecting that really like explicit like sex scene in the elevator, but it's another conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Here's a good scene that happens in the hospital. Mike gets a little Kit Kat. He's trying
Dude.
to get a Kit Kat.
he gets
from the
in
vending
it.
machine.
Remember what I said about Eleva's powers? Can you imagine what you would do with those as a kid?
Oh my gosh.
You
I
just
thought
shake
one
the
was
vending
going
machine.
somewhere else with that.
You would free snacks all the time.
I know.
Free snacks.
He was like, "This is the olive branch," and Mike
You
doesn't
guys
know
are
what
like
olive branch is.
underthinking this. Like you could do anything with that, like with those powers.
Yeah, like 2 vending machines.
2 vending machines,
All the vending machines.
3
in-
vending machines.
That's crazy, dude.
God.
That's a little crazy. I don't know about
You
that.
could probably get the snack out of the vending machine without even touching
Have
it.
you guys ever?
could get the snack out and put it right back in.
And then get it out and then eat it.
You know what you could do? You could literally get the snack out, to eat the snack, put the snack wrapper back in, and kind of like puff it up with your mind to make it look like there's something in there. Just leave it and just wait for someone to take it out.
Or you could like kill somebody, or feel their last breath coming out of their body because you just
Watch the
killed
life
them.
drain out of their eyes.
It's
Or 4 vending machines.
Even better.
you can't.
Alright,
top, you
so
can't, you
basically-
can't top it.
Mike, his Kit Kat gets stuck, and then 11, she moves the vending machine, knocks down like a ton of snacks and everything, and it's kind of like they're warming up to each other again.
Yeah.
They sit next to each other.
Yeah,
it's
they
pretty
do sit
cute.
next
They
to
share. And Mike's like, "Does your species eat M&Ms?" And then she's and 11 gives him like a little oh you smirk.
Guys, during the scene, right before, Mike and Elle start sharing the M&Ms, Will goes up and walks away, and he is wearing the ugliest fucking shorts I've ever seen in my
He
entire
went
life.
off about
okay?
these shorts today when we were watching. I don't know what is this.
I saw this note just says Will's ugly ass shorts.
Dude, they're so ugly. It's like the shorts that the girls wear to run in. Like they have the V in the sides, and they're really
That's what
loose.
guys wore in the
Those
70s.
are track shorts.
They
dude.
are so ugly.
I wore those.
Have you ran track before? Or
I wore
cross
those when I
country?
ran cross
No,
country.
but they are ugly.
I'm telling you, man, you don't want to wear those shorts.
Yeah, they're actually
there's
very
no breathing.
exposing.
There's no breathing room for anything, and it's just like
They're really tight.
it's tight and everything is out.
It really
Well-
makes no sense for you actually to wear them.
And I'm
It's
pretty
actually
sure
very
the
healthy.
shorts might have been purple. Maybe I'm just
I think-
wishful thinking, but
I think you're wishful thinking right now. I'm pretty sure they were just tan.
anyways, they're so ugly. so
Morgan
ugly.
is. I'll just say this:
If we get you
Morgan's.
those shorts, would you wear them?
No,
Yeah.
I could go with
Come
Will for
on.
Halloween.
I'll just say this: Morgan is way too invested in this child's clothing choices.
The robe and now the shorts, man. Like he's making bad decisions.
He wears
after
the
bad
shorts
decision.
under the robe.
Oh my god, he wears the shorts over the robe.
No,
God.
no, Will.
Oh, Will.
What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
Anyway, so Mike's like, 11. Does your species eat M&Ms?
And then share some M&Ms.
And they share some M&Ms. It's cute. It's very obvious that they're gonna get back together.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thought they were gonna stay apart.
So this whole like hospital scene, it's there's some comical scenes because Nancy and Jonathan are going through this whole really dramatic thing to where
my favorite,
Miss-
I thought the funniest scene was at the end of the episode.
How about we
Huh?
get there first?
Yeah, we should get there first.
I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
just messing with you.
Oh.
So, Nancy and Jonathan, they go to Miss Driscoll's room. They see that like papers on the floor, and they're like something's wrong.
it's
right?
fishy. The lights are kind of flashing.
Miss Driscoll, she's not there.
She's MIA, dude.
But
Yeah,
you
Miss
know who
Driscoll
is
is
there.
Well, there's, what's his name? The dad,
Mr.
Holloway.
Holloway.
Mr. Holloway.
Mhm.
You said Mr.
Nancy's-
Hathaway.
Nancy's
Same thing.
boss.
Nancy's boss is there, and he's covered in covered in blood. She's like, "Whose blood is that?" It's obviously Doctor's blood.
Yeah.
And what do? They start running away.
Yeah,
They
they're
start,
like
running
trying
away.
Yeah.
to get out of there.
They're like,
Well-
and he says, he's like, "Oh, we're glad you came." I'm
Jonathan
like,
hits.
"Me?"
Yeah, they like the
Jon-
mind flayer knows they're gonna show
Yeah.
back up.
Jonathan hits him.
Knocks him out. They run for their lives, and then the other dick's there. The other guy that you
blonde-haired guy,
hate.
the worst guy.
Yeah.
He's worse than the main villain. He is the worst character in the show. I hate.
If
that
you
guy.
had to pick one to keep on the show, who would it be? Max
it would have
or
to
that
be
that other guy?
Max, of course. That guy is Max is
Okay.
okay. Like she's just one of my least
I had to
favorite
keep
of the
him
main
in check
characters.
there. I had to
Yeah.
make sure he
He
was.
is the worst. Okay, no. So they hit him in when they hit Nancy's boss, Nancy Johnson's boss. It also hit that guy too. So it's like almost like a connection thing.
Hive mind.
Hive mind. So they start like running away, okay, and they're like running down this hallway, and now they're suddenly realizing that there's doctors' corpses everywhere. Like,
Yeah,
how do they not see that before?
There's dead bodies everywhere, and I'm just like, how? Did they kill everybody in that hospital?
I think on
Because they
that floor.
I swear, there's like no one there in the hospital.
Okay, yeah, no, this
That's what I'm
I'm sorry.
saying.
This scene really makes no sense because where did all the people go? There's no way they could kill everyone, and they
Also, people are constantly going up and down floors on a hospital.
Exactly, and the
There's
reception.
always people there.
It's like the receptionist is the only person alive in the whole place, and they call her, and she's like, "I'm not picking up that phone."
Receptionist is not security.
No,
Those are two separate
where's
things.
security at?
I'm sorry. It really makes no sense how Nancy and Jonathan can beat these guys in the fight when an entire floor of adults can't.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they get split up.
Yep.
There's a brawl. Jonathan gets absolutely destroyed.
Jonathan is getting
Jonathan
killed
is-
right now.
Jonathan
but he does
gets
save.
bodied the
he
whole-
saves Nancy's life.
He does save Nancy's
he
life.
stabs
that is true.
that guy in the back, and then Nancy runs for her life, and then that's how they get split up.
Yeah.
So this is where the hive mind comes in. So Jonathan's getting his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it to Nancy. Are you a fan of this scene, Connor? Because I know how you are, and with strong female leads and stuff. But how did you feel
Shut
about
the
this
fuck
scene?
up, Morgan. Okay. No,
Anyway,
I like this scene. Nancy was actually good in this scene.
Nancy puts the team on her back and starts beating the hell out of that guy that keeps calling her Nancy Drew.
Mm-hmm.
She kills him.
He says, "What you who?
Yeah.
Nancy Drew, where are you?" And I
Doesn't
was
she like stab him in the eye or something?
No, she hits him with the fire.
Oh
extinguisher
yeah,
in
it's
the
brutal.
face.
She's absolutely brutal.
Yeah. So every time she hits him, the other guy gets hurt, which stops him from killing Jonathan.
Yeah.
So he saves his life. But I really wish they wouldn't have ended it like this, or like the fight scene. So Jonathan kills Mr. Holloway the same time Nancy kills the other guy.
So he die.
So they die.
You
I
think?
really wish they would have done it where like Nancy kills him and then the other guy dies. Like
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah.
it was so anticlimactic. Like they both stab each other and you're like the whole hive thing just like
But then it suddenly, they're not dead.
Yeah.
They turn into goop,
Just like the rats.
just like the rats. But this
exactly
time they
like the
combine,
rats.
and they basically form an inside-out Demogorgon.
Big.
inside out.
Big nasty
And literally, it looks
monster.
like that, doesn't it? It's gross.
Yeah. Oh, what's it? It looks like the big giant spider thing, right?
You know what it looks like?
What?
Think of like a realistic version of Mr. Krabs, but without his shell.
It's definitely that. That's a good description. But that's the end of it. That's the end of the episode. It's literally just like stands there. It's like, "Rah!" And it looks really ugly. It's really gross.
it's a killer ending. It
like
like
killer ending. It makes you want to watch the next episode.
so that makes like it just ends right in the middle of everything.
It's a pretty good episode.
It was a good episode. I thought this was probably the best one of the season so far.
I think this is the biggest turn.
Oh yeah,
The biggest turn.
Well, this is
Things
what
are-
kind of sets it off
things
to
are,
be
like,
go like crazy.
going up.
Well, we're past the halfway point too. Like last episode was directly the middle of the season, and then this is like the second half.
Yeah, this
so
is
it's really got to pick
second half
up.
season really picks up.
It's got 3
Okay.
episodes left.
Who was your favorite character, Morgan?
Oh, who is my favorite character?
I have mine picked out already, so please don't steal.
It's not gonna be Alexei. It's not gonna be Alexei. I know somebody's probably gonna
It's
say
gonna be
Alexei.
Hopper, isn't it?
No, I don't want to say Hopper because everybody says Hopper. Who am I gonna
Please
say?
don't steal my character. I'm gonna say mine.
Who
if
am
you're
I
not-
gonna
you're big-
say? I kind of want to say Murray.
Murray's good.
Really?
I kind of like it. I think I'm kind of forced to say he's my favorite because he's brand new and they bring him back and it was so out of nowhere. And I like his character. I think he's funny. That was a kind of half-assed favorite character, but
He's good. No, he's entertaining. He's definitely one of the more entertaining characters on the show, I think.
he's just funny. He's like, look at the camera, and he comes out with a gun pointed at Lexi's ass, and he's like, surname, please. He's just funny.
It was good.
What about you, Connor?
Mine was Nancy this episode. Nancy.
Wow, taking it.
What?
Feminism is on the rise, man. Good for you.
I am literally, I'm at my wit's end. I'm quitting the podcast. No, but for real, I thought she was really good this episode.
It's
She was
amazing.
great.
It's just by far, I think this episode by far was her best episode of the entire season. The entire past 2 seasons, actually. This is her best episode she's having forever.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how
Well, she gets like a
She
fight
literally,
scene.
like-
And,
I mean, she's like the driving force behind like the kids doing stuff this episode. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like none of the kids really do that much. Jonathan really never does anything. Nancy is carrying it for the kids. Like she's the one who is getting the advantage in the fight against the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like Jonathan's not really doing.
This is
that much.
Nancy's episode.
This is Nancy's episode. Yeah. Nancy was shining.
holy shit, it kind of is Nancy's episode.
She's a shining
Yeah.
star.
After she got that pep talk from her mom, she took charge.
Yeah, and then she murdered a guy with
Hell
a fire
yeah.
hydrant.
Oh yeah.
So everyone look
Murder
out for
guy.
dangerous pep talks.
Murk the man.
All right, Xavier.
Favorite character?
It's a tough one because everything's so combined.
Everything's very good. Favorite character was the guy whose car got stolen.
No,
Oh,
he's a
God.
good one.
No.
All right, keep going. I hate to interrupt.
No,
you.
go ahead, go ahead.
We forget that 2 major characters are left out of this episode: the mayor and Billy. They're both
The
not. in
mayor
this
is
episode.
not a major character this season, dude. He's like a minor character.
Well,
Yeah, he's a major side character.
he's a side character. What I'm saying is Billy's a main character. You know
but
what
Billy's not in it. That's
I
just.
mean? I know.
He's
The
not in
mayor's
this
a side
episode.
character.
And since Billy's not in this episode,
It's
my favorite character is Alexei.
I knew
Alexei!
it. I
He's
knew
here.
it.
I've been waiting for him all
He's so
season.
good. He's so
Why
good.
is
I
it,
love
why
him.
is he? Why is he your favorite this episode? Because he hasn't developed his character yet.
But he's so funny.
He's my favorite this episode because even though everyone's being like a dick to him, he's still the nicest guy there. He tries to warn them about the car. He says stop. That's like a universal like.
Stop.
He's like stop, and Hopper keeps going, and then guess what? The car explodes, and then he has this goofy look when Hopper's like he's like the most dangerous man in the world, and he has this Slurpee, and he's just like drinking it and smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm
He's
like,
killed many children.
he's
Actually, I
just, like,
forgot
such
about
a-
all the little details.
He's such,
Alexei's so funny.
he's
He's
just
so
like
funny.
a good character.
He's
I
just
like
so
him.
sweet. He's a sweetheart.
When he's got his Slurpee and he's like he's putting it out on his fingers and he's like licking it, and it's like, man, you gotta get out.
This man's a maniac for Slurpees. Red Slurpees, dude.
Oh, he'll do anything for those Slurpees.
I love it, dude.
All right.
But
Do you
now,
have-
now that Billy's out, Alexei's in. This is the Alexei.
See you
podcast
later,
now.
Billy. I've adopted a new favorite character.
The Alexei era.
The
All right.
Church of Alexei.
Um,
Favorite scenes.
you want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Piggyback right after that. My favorite scene was the gas station.
Yeah.
It's just it was,
Oh, that's everyone's favorite scene.
I
That's
know,
good.
but it's
so
just
good.
I don't know what it is with me in gas stations. I like gas stations.
Yeah, no, you mentioned gas stations like 6, 7 times.
I
this
like
episode,
it.
Dude. What is it with you in gas
It was like they're drinking the old timey Coke. They're eating Slim Jims. It's
Something
just
about
got a
gas
cool feel
stations
to
just
it.
kinda-
You weren't even alive back then.
Yeah, dude, gas stations are kind of trashy now. Like, come on.
I like gas stations. I like
How
my
How
gas
much
station.
time do you spend at gas stations?
Wait a minute, excuse me. The QT.
Okay, not
Wawa?
the QT. Okay,
Wawa.
leave Wawa out of this. Okay.
It's in the north. It's in the north.
I was like, what the hell is a Wawa? Is that a dance
I don't like.
move?
I'll say I don't like Sheets though. Just to keep it
You used to
away.
work at Sheets.
I worked at Sheets. and it was a
QT is
nightmare.
better than Sheets. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
QT's an experience.
Yeah,
So-
hell yeah.
Okay, put Alexei in a QT.
Oh my god,
Get, picture
losing
happiness,
9.
dude.
That's heaven.
That's
for
heaven.
him.
That is heaven. That is literally heaven for all of us.
Slurpees everywhere.
Oh, I can see it now.
Oh,
I
let's
just pictured it
turn
in my
my
head.
water to Smirnoff.
But that's my favorite scene. The old timey Cokes. You got the Slim Jims. Everybody's like,
I don't know what is with you in the Slim Jim. It's like not even
that
that
was cool.
prominent.
And the and it's funny because the gas station attendant's like, "Are you gonna pay for that?" And just like chugging away. And Alexei's like looking at Hopper like, he doesn't have any money. He's not even supposed to be here.
He's like, I'm poor.
So that was my favorite little scene. Connor?
I'm gonna take the hospital. Sorry, Xavier.
Wow, you're gonna leave me with nothing.
Oh shit.
You're gonna have to choose it. You're gonna have to choose the.
Wait,
Scoop
why is the
Troop-
hospital
Scoop
your
Troop.
favorite one?
The hospital is my favorite because it's just wild. It's just like it's probably the wildest scene of the entire series so far, of the entire season
So far, yeah.
It's just it's crazy. Like the fuck any sense. It's kind of weird, but altogether,
It was a killer scene.
it was a killer scene.
There's not been a lot of times in Stranger Things to where my adrenaline was running,
My adrenaline was full.
but that scene got me.
I thought Jonathan might die. I thought
they were both gonna die.
I didn't think Nancy was gonna die. I thought Jonathan might die. I always got the feeling Nancy was more important than Jonathan. I mean, she gets way more scenes than him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So
I
I
get
thought
that.
I thought Jonathan maybe he's expendable,
Yeah.
but he wasn't expendable.
Anyways, that's one of the times that
Yeah,
the Stranger Things actually was pretty scary. It was
that
actually
was
kind of
spooky,
like
yeah.
yeah.
That was intense.
All right,
What about you, Xavier? It's your turn.
My favorite scene.
Can't choose one of ours.
I know.
You can choose one of ours if you can't. If it was one of your favorites, I would say.
My favorite scene is
The gas station.
no. It's when they're in the woods and they try to fix the car
Oh,
right
great
before it
scene.
explodes. Like the whole scene of them in the woods because they're bickering with each other.
They're like an
and
old married
everything.
couple.
Exactly.
I like them. I like Hopper and Joyce.
I know. I can't wait for them to finally.
That actually
just
is a
kiss.
really good scene because Alexei is like being the nice guy and like basically saves their lives. And in the wood scenes too is where he runs and finds the 7-Eleven and he's
Yeah.
like, the 7-Eleven.
The
To the woods.
7-Eleven.
That's a solid scene.
That's a good scene.
That's a really
I like
good
the part when the car. Okay, the car. The biggest casualty of this entire season was Hopper's police car. I was so upset when it died.
Really?
Yes,
I wasn't that
it's
sad.
been there. It's been there for the entire show.
Nah, I didn't care that much. Oh well. Well, those are our favorite scenes, those are our favorite characters, and that's our recap of episode 5. That was a wild one.
The Flayed.
Alright, well, follow us on Twitter,
Facebook.
add us on Facebook, and like,
Like
share,
and subscribe.
Like
yeah.
and subscribe, boys.
Alright, tune back in for episode 6. I'm
Yes,
Morgan.
Next week, I'm Connor.
I'm Xavier.
See you later.
Bye guys.
Bye. Pretty decent episode.